well, I think the public are becoming rightly fed up with the length of time that roads stay closed following an accident. Although I have to say that major accident yesterday on the Isle of Sheppey, I think the police and rescue services behaved with commendable speed and got that cleared very, very quickly. But very often these incidents take an enormous amount of time to get cleared. Now, whether that's the fault of the Highways Authority or the police, or again, it's this deal where they don't want to cut short anything. They won't take a chance at anything. Now, in many ways, that's commendable, but it does cause a great deal of inconvenience.
Well, indeed it does. And who actually takes that decision? Who will take the decision to open up the road again?
Well, I suspect that's probably gone up to ACPO level, I would have thought, but they won't make the decision until they're absolutely certain that everything is okay. And once they get the okay, I'm sure they will open it. But, it's gone on for so long now that one, does wonder whether or not there is something there. But, of course, it takes time for these things to be done properly. And, as I say, it's very often it seemed to be unacceptable to the public, and it would certainly be unacceptable to me if I was stuck in a traffic jam trying to get home on a Friday night.
Well, I guess the Dunkirk spirit comes in, doesn't it? John, thank you very much indeed. That's John O'Connor, former head of the Metropolitan Police Flying Squad. Right, we were talking about David Cameron and his reaction to what the Russian spokesman said, calling Britain a small island which no one pays any attention to. Let's get a little bit more reaction from you on that. Gary is in Ipswich. Hello, Gary.
Hi, Ian. The fact that the Russians said that must mean we got under their skin.
In what way?
The fact that we voted no to air attacks and a strike against Syria, and the Americans are now following in a way of what we've done, and it's come back round that actually Cameron followed what the people of this country wanted, which is 70% of us don't want intervention in Syria at the moment.
Well, you could say we followed Russia.
Well, no, we should be dialogue more with these countries because, let's face it, Russia must be really upset the fact that we ran them close to the Olympics last year, where they used to be top of the table with America. They came third, and I think we came fourth, and at one point we were leading them in the medal stakes. I know this is slightly different to what we're talking about, but certain things like the oligarchs all in London, a lot of their business headquarters and their money was all invested in London, and that must hurt them as well. And slowly but surely, they're starting to see that maybe we're not as inconsequential as they say. We do have a little bit of sway in what goes on in the world.
Well, I think we have a lot of sway in what goes on. Did you say that you thought we finished ahead of Russia or behind Russia in the medals table?
No, we finished behind Russia.
No, we didn't.
But we didn't. We actually finished ahead.
In golds we finished ahead of them, and that's how you calculate who finishes ahead of who. But in total medals, yeah, they outdid us a little bit.
And when you think their population is probably 5 times the size of Britain. And when you go back through history, Margaret Thatcher and Gorbachev done business together that actually helped break out the Soviet Union. It helped free lots of countries to become independent. And this must rankle in their history as well.
Now, there is a great man, Mikhail Gorbachev, but he's absolutely reviled in Russia. I saw him on the television last night. I haven't seen him for years. And it's absolutely fascinating to see him being interviewed. Gary, thank you very much for your call. Let's talk to Obi, who's in Forest Hill. Hello, Obi.
Hi.
Hello, what would you like to say?
Yeah, I want to say that I'm so proud of David Cameron, how he handled the whole situation. The whole mess was brought by Ed Miliband, yeah?
What,
hello?
Ed Miliband?
Yeah, he's the one that brought the whole mess.
How's that?
Think about it. If Ed Miliband is the Prime Minister of this country, how it will look like. Britain will be a kind of student union on demonstration.
Well, I saw a tweet from someone earlier who said, well, who would you want to negotiate with Vladimir Putin, David Cameron or Ed Miliband? You're clearly thinking that Cameron would do the better job.
Yeah, Cameron is will do a better job, and he's a very good prime minister because how he portrayed the whole thing, how democracy